the intention of whatever we are broadcasting to the field. So we're able to amplify our personal intention with the group. And it's not the size of the group, it's the coherence of the group that changes the pattern in the field. So I love doing these long group meditations, and I want to make this a regular thing in our Manifesting Miracles Facebook group. So if you're not in our Manifesting Miracles Facebook group, join the group. Even if you have to make a Facebook account, you could just make a because a lot of people are joining us from Instagram. So you can just make a Facebook account, get in the group, and we're going to hold these long meditations on a regular basis in our Manifesting Miracles group because they're so profound and they create deep shifts. So I'm really excited about today. Now, if you're watching us live and you still are having some issues with the Zoom link, I'm going to take a moment and post the Zoom link in this live. So if you're on live right now, you're watching me, I'm going to take a moment and post this Zoom link in the comments. While I'm doing that, I would like you to share what your intention is for this meditation. So type in the chat, what's your intention for this long meditation? So we have manifesting love, relationships, and success, and new creative endeavor. Thank you. L, thank you. Casey says clarity with business. Shiva says connecting to the source and my intuition even more. Stephanie says go deeper into who I really am, increase my creativity. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. Eliza says, my heart is open. Thank you, Eliza. Wholeness, oneness. Thank you, Sandy. To really connect with the field and complete my healing. I love it. I love it, Jenny. Thank you for sharing. Intention is to ground into complete wholeness and well-being. Thank you for sharing, Jill. Thank you. All right, so let's dive right in. So we're going to spend a little bit of time going through the breath, the first part of the meditation. So we're going to do the breath to activate the pineal gland. And I would like you to do your best on this. This is not about being perfect or doing it right or having the exact technique down. It's about showing up and doing your best in each moment. That's all I ever ask. And your best is enough. Your best is enough. So we're going to spend the first part here doing the breath. Why do we do the breath? So we do the breath because emotions get trapped in the energy centers. So energy, emotions, energy and motion get trapped in the energy centers. And those main energy centers are your first center, your second center, and your third center. This is where the majority of the energy is in your average person. So your average person is living in these 3 lower energy centers because that's where the majority of their energy is. And where your energy is where you are. So if the majority of my energy is in my first center, my second center, my third center, and these are the centers of survival, of competition, having to use willpower, manipulating, controlling, having to fight, flight. So the higher levels of consciousness reside in my upper energy centers. So my heart energy center, that's a completely different level of consciousness than my first energy center, right? So 2 totally different levels of consciousness between the first energy center and my heart energy center. 2 totally different minds, 2 totally different ways of perceiving, ways of being, ways of 2 totally different intuitions, right? Because each energy center is a type of a mind, and they have their own unique agendas. Each energy center has its own agenda. So the heart agenda is much different than the first center agenda, or the second energy center agenda, or the third energy center agenda. So the heart energy center is completely different. Now, it's not bad or good or right or wrong. It's just different ways of being, different ways of living one's life from a level of mind. So because the majority of the energy is stored in these first 3 centers, and there's not that much energy in the heart, the throat, the 6th energy center, the 7th energy center, the body loses its magnetism because the body is a natural magnet. So we have a positive charge at the top of the head and a negative charge at the base of the spine, the tail, right where that first energy center is. And if all the energy is mainly in the first 3 centers, then we mainly have a negative charge. And we lose the magnetism and the balance of us. And the electromagnetic field around the body is diminished. So the breath is all about pulling this energy from these first 3 centers and pulling it into the heart. And once the energy gets into the heart, it goes to the brain. So once we ascend to the heart, then it goes right to the brain, and there's a flow that's restored throughout the body. And the magnetism of you is now rejuvenated. And now the field is working properly. So now when we sit to do our meditation, we have a signal. It's called brain and heart coherence. So we create what's called brain and heart coherence when we do the breath, when we get into a type of a meditation, and we'll go through all of this in our meditation. I'm going to guide and lead you into brain and heart coherence. So what happens is we create this Wi-Fi signal, and we can use the group and each other to help amplify our intention through the brain and heart coherence, through now having this positive and negative charge, this strong electromagnetic field around the body. And now we can start to influence the quantum field and change the pattern in the field, because it's the pattern in the field that's emitting matter. So if there's a health condition, there's actually a pattern in the field that's emitting that health condition. If there's the same relationship that keeps showing up, like the same, for me, it was the same toxic relationship that my past self continuously attracted the same toxic relationship, different person, but it was the same person. That was a pattern that was in my field. So there was a pattern in my field for abandonment, for toxicity, for someone having to not treat me. It was unworthiness. That's what it was. It was unworthiness. So these all show up: unworthiness, undeserving, not loving. The opposite: love, joy, bliss, freedom. These are all patterns in the field. And it's the pattern in the field that's creating the hologram. And this is why, until we change that pattern in the field, the same relationship will just keep showing up. So even though it's a different person, it will be the same person. Even though it's a different job, it'll be the same job. Even though it's a different health condition, let's say one condition goes away, then another condition shows up, or then there's something else. Nothing changes until our energy changes. And that's because it's the energy, it's the pattern that's creating the hologram. So that's why nothing changes until our energy changes. So we will do the breath. We'll start pulling this energy. We're going to get into brain and heart coherence. You're going to connect to the field. How you'll know you're connected to the field is you're going to feel it. So you'll feel electricity, like an electricity flowing through your body. You might feel tingles. You might feel heat. You might feel like a weight, a pressure, sensations, an increased aliveness in the body. That's how you know you're connected to the field, because you'll physically feel the energy moving and flowing in and around your body. We're going to get into what's called a theta brainwave. So theta is a hypnosis brainwave. So we have beta, which is your waking, thinking brainwave. This is your average state of consciousness. Then we have alpha, which is creativity, flow. Then we have theta. Now, theta is where you want to go, because theta opens the door to the subconscious mind. And I love how Bruce Lipton explains this. We have two minds. We have our conscious mind, and then we have our subconscious mind. And it's our subconscious mind that's creating over 95% of our reality. So it's very important that when we're in meditation, that you're not in beta the whole time, that you get below alpha and you get into this theta brainwave. Theta, gamma is another brainwave that opens the door to the subconscious mind and heals. But you want to get into these deeper, more altered states of brainwaves so that we can start reprogramming the subconscious mind. So how you'll know you're in theta is you're going to be completely void of thought. So there's no thinking. There's just a beingness in theta. So you are, like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, you're no one, you're nobody, you're nowhere, and no time, right? So what does that mean? That means there's no thinking happening. There's no wondering or analyzing. There's none of that. It's just a being, your pure consciousness. You are the witness to the void, the vacuum, the emptiness that makes up the universe. Because the universe, if we take away all the stars, if we take away all the planets, if we take everything out of the universe, we're left with a vacuum. We're left with a void. You must become that void. You must become that vacuum. From there, and people call this the fifth dimension. So when you reach this void, this vacuum of no one, nowhere, no space, no time, you're now in the fifth, we could say the fifth dimension. From the fifth dimension, the void, the vacuum, the nothingness, which is fertile with infinite possibility, right? So the fifth dimension, the universe is fertile with infinite possibility. From there, you're going to select which possibility you would like to bring into the third dimension. So from this state, and I'm going to guide you through this whole thing. You'll know when you're there. I'm going to lead you through the whole process. If you come out of it, I want you to just return back to your breath. Okay. So if you have the thought, am I there? Did I make it? Just return back to your breath and I'll guide you. I'm going to keep my eyes on you guys and cue you and all that. But if you do come out of it, just go right back to your breath, go right back to the sensations, the aliveness, go right back to becoming a void, a vacuum, a witness by connecting to your breath. So you're going to select which possibility you want to bring back into the third dimension, because everything we see here in the third dimension started as a thought. So the computer that you're watching me on right now, the phone that you're watching me on right now, the Wi-Fi signal that you're able to watch this on, the table, the chair, you started as just a thought. The person that you think you are in this moment is just a thought. Everything that you see in your environment right now is just a thought. It all started as a thought. We could even say it all started as the word, right? So in the beginning, there was the word, there was a thought, there was the word. That's the fifth dimension. So it all starts from the void, the vacuum. You're going to select what you would like to bring back into this third dimension. And that's when the visualization, that's when the tuning in to that frequency, embodying a frequency, that's when this happens. So you're going to tune in, embody, become that thought from this place of the fifth dimension. So how do we do that? So you've got to really feel it. You've got to use your heart to feel and embody a new energy from this altered state of consciousness. So I want you to really stretch yourself today and challenge yourself today to feel it. The feeling is the secret, because the thought sends it out, right? So everything starts as a thought, but it's the feeling that's the magnetic part. It's the feeling that draws it to us. It's the feeling that activates the part of the brain that produces new chemicals and hormones and floods the body with new chemicals and hormones. And this is what changes the biology of you. And why this is important is because how we feel is how we think. So my biology, the way I feel, my biology is determining how I think, and how I think is how I act, and how I act is what I get, and what I get is my reality. So if I really want to change my reality and create from the fifth dimension and draw it and bring it into this third dimension, I have to be able to feel it. This is so important. This is huge. You've got to be able to truly feel what it is that you're tuning into, what it is that you're bringing into the third dimension. So we're going to feel it. You're going to tune in. You're going to embody this frequency from the fifth dimension, and we're going to become it from the fifth dimension. When this is done properly, sincerely, consistently, and you've truly embodied a new frequency, you've truly embodied a new energy, when you come back, something will be different in your current, or we can't say current because there's only this now moment, right? So something will be different in your reality because you're different. Because you're different. Now, if you don't come back different, then nothing's going to be different. So if you don't come back different, then nothing is going to be different. So this is very important. You've got to come back different so that something's different. Because the hologram, remember, the hologram is being produced by me. I'm producing my reality. I'm creating my reality. So if I've truly changed my energy, then what that means is that something in my reality has changed. My reality is different because I've changed. I've changed the pattern in the field, and now there's something different in my reality. So let's begin. So that's the whole process there. Let's begin. And again, I'm going to walk you through this. So there's nothing to think about. There's nothing to wonder. There's nothing to analyze here. I'm going to walk you through the whole process. At the very end, I will ask you to lay down. If you're not in a space where you can lay down, that's okay. You can stay seated. If you can lay down, do lay down. But I will ask you that. So I'll say lay down, and just follow my cues, go with it. If for some reason you feel like you need to do something, if you start crying, if you start laughing, if you start shaking, if you go into another dimension, which has happened to me before, and all of a sudden you're just in a whole new, who knows where you are, go with it. Go with it. Don't fight it. Allow yourself to go for the ride. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to shake. Allow yourself to laugh. Allow yourself to, if you need to roll or get in a position, allow whatever it is that's happening to happen. So I want you to completely surrender, zero resistance, and just allow everything and anything that wants to come through you, move through you, allow it all. Zero resistance. Now, if you get caught in thinking about tomorrow, or thinking about your job, or thinking about your health condition, or thinking about finances, or thinking about a relationship, that's different. Now, if you catch yourself doing that, then I would like you to connect to your breath. Bring it right back to your breath, and connect to your breath and get right back into an alpha, a theta brainwave. And remember, just like we shared earlier, theta is void of thought, because you are the void, right? You are the void. You've become the void, the emptiness, the nothingness. So sit up nice and tall, and just take a deep inhale right through the base of your spine. And we're just going to start sensing these centers that we were sharing about earlier. So I want you to see if you can, with your attention and with your awareness, just draw the breath through the first center, through the second center, the third center, fourth center, fifth center. Just using your attention and your awareness, drawing the breath through the fifth center. I want you to hold it right at the top of the head, so through the sixth center, and then hold it right at the seventh energy center, right at the top of the head. Exhale, just drop your shoulders on the exhale, relax your face, relax your body. Just move around a little bit on the exhale. Notice any tension, any stress, heaviness. Release that tension a little bit more on the exhale. Take a deeper inhale. And really this time I want you to pull with your awareness and your attention right through the first center, along the back of the spine, through the second energy center. Just like if you were sipping through a straw, pulling through the third energy center. Just notice and feel the sensations as you go to the fourth center. Right into the fifth, sixth. Just notice the different sensations, the aliveness as you're pulling. Become aware of the energy of each center. 6, right at the top of the head. 7th, hold it at the top of the head. Take a moment to sense that energy at the top of the head. Exhale, releasing any tension, any stress, relaxing the body. Just a little bit of a wiggle on the exhale helps to process emotions, helps to get more into the body. Take another deep inhale right through the base of the spine. And this time I want you to pull your perineum up. So as you're pulling through the base of the spine, I want you to follow with your perineum. As your breath is pulling up, you're following it with your perineum through the first center, second center, the third center. Holding the perineum at the top as you make your way to the fourth energy center. Fifth center, holding the perineum up the whole time. Sixth center, right to the top of the head, the seventh center, and hold it. And this time we're going to pump the perineum. So hold it there. And I just want you to pull the perineum up as you're holding your breath at the top of your head. So you're pulling the perineum up. You're pumping the perineum. And if you're familiar with this and you're a little bit more on the advanced side, you can bring the arms in and pump with the arms. If not, that's okay. Exhale, dropping the shoulders, relaxing the face, relaxing the body, sinking deeper into the body on the exhale. Taking your attention right back to that first energy center. Deep inhale through the first center, pulling the perineum up through the second center, third center. Holding it up, fourth energy center. Fifth, sixth energy center. Right to the top of the head, seventh energy center. And when you get to the seventh energy center, start pumping the perineum. So you're holding it up and you're pulling it up, pulling it up, pulling it up as you hold your breath at the top of your head. And just do your best here. If you're not sure what or how, that's okay. Just do your breath. And if you're just not there yet, that's okay. You do not have to do this. Give it your best. Your best is enough. Your best is enough. Exhale, dropping the shoulders, relaxing the face, sinking deeper into the body on the exhale. We're going to increase the intensity. Just do your best here. So take a deep inhale, pulling the perineum up. Really pull a little bit and more intense this time. Inhale a little more intensely. Contract the lower abdominal wall as you're inhaling. Contract the upper abdominal wall as you're inhaling, holding the perineum up. This locks the energy into the lower three centers. This is called a bandha lock in yoga. Keep pulling to the heart. So the fourth center, pull to the fifth center, sixth center, pull to the seventh center and hold it. And you can bring your hands together here and pump. And I'm going to highlight Stephanie. So this pumping helps to compress the calcite crystals in the pineal gland, and this turns the pineal gland into a transducer. So it turns it into a radio receiver, so you can pick up higher frequencies, higher energies, higher dimensions. And exhale, blowing all the air out of your nose, dropping the shoulders, relaxing the face, coming deeper into the body on each exhale. Deep inhale through the base of the spine. We're going to really go after it. So deep inhale, pull the perineum up, contract the lower abdominal wall, upper abdominal wall as you're inhaling through the back of the spine, through the fourth center, fifth center, holding the perineum up the whole time. All the way to the top of the head. And when you get to the top of the head, you can bring your hands together and pump to compress the calcite crystals in the pineal gland. And if this is too much or you're not sure how, that's okay. Just do your best. And if you don't want to do this part, you don't have to. Just do your best. Your best is enough. Exhale, blowing all the air out of your nose, sinking deeper into the body. We're going to go 2 more here and give me everything you got on these last 2. Everything you got. Deep inhale, pulling through the first energy center, contracting the lower abdominal wall as you're inhaling through the base of the spine. Contract the upper abdominal wall. Hold the perineum up. Inhaling through the heart, through the throat, through the brain, through the top of the head, and hold it. Hands together and pump, 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 pump. Exhale, blow all the air out of your nose. Relax your shoulders, relax your body, relax your face. Let it go. Last one. Everything you got for this last one. So deep inhale through the base of the spine, pulling the perineum up. Contract the lower abdominal wall, upper abdominal wall. Holding the perineum at the very top, pulling through the heart, through the throat, through the brain, all the way to the top of the head. Hold it at the top of the head, perineum up, hold. Abdominal walls are locked, hands together, and pump, 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 pump. Go after it. Pump, 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 and exhale. Relax. Relax. Take your attention to your breath. Notice the space that's opened up inside the body. From doing the breath. Take a moment to observe the space. Sensing, feeling the openness from doing the breath. What openness, space do you sense inside the body from doing the breath? Take your attention to the openness, the aliveness that you sense inside your body. Sensing the aliveness, the electricity, the energy inside and around you. Take your attention to your hands. Sense the energy vibrating inside the palms of your hands. Sense the subtle vibration of energy in your hands. What aliveness do you sense in the palm of your hands? Sense the aliveness, electricity, sensations of energy. How intense is this energy? Feel it radiating from the palms of your hands. Sense its heat, its electricity, its warmth. Feel it. Become it. Sink deeper, surrender deeper into the aliveness, the subtle vibrations, energy that you sense. Placing more of your awareness, your attention on sensing these subtle vibrations, the aliveness. Feel it. Going to start the sound. Let the sound anchor you. If you'd like to join us on Zoom, if you're on Facebook watching live, join now. We're going to stop our broadcast. The link is in the comments below. Using the music as an anchor to return back. You get lost in thoughts. You get lost in thinking. Return back using the music and your breath. Take your attention to your arms. Sense the aliveness. The energy inside and around. Your arm. Feel this energy, this aliveness. In and around your arms. Sense the space inside your arms. The aliveness. Feel it. Take your attention to the space around your arms. Sense the aliveness, the energy. Around your arms. How far does this space go? Sense how far this space goes around your arms. Follow it. Sense its width, depth, feel it. Become aware of the space. Sensing. Its aliveness. Take your attention to your chest. Sense the space in the center of your chest. How wide is this space? In the center of your chest. What aliveness do you sense in the space in the center of your chest? Feel it. Sense the energy. Take your attention to the space in the front of your chest. Feel the aliveness, tingling electricity in the front of your chest. Sense the energy. Feel it. It's warmth. It's aliveness. Electricity. Sense that. Feel it in the front of your chest. your attention to the back of your chest. Sense, feel the aliveness, the energy. In the back of your chest. Sense it's tingling electricity. It's warmth, the energy, the space in the back of your chest. Feel it. Sense its width, its depth, how far does the space go? In the back of your chest. Sense how far the space goes. Follow it. Sink deeper. Surrender into the space. It's all around you. Take your attention to this space on all sides of you. Feel it. It's electricity, aliveness, tingling on all sides of you. Becoming aware of the subtle vibrations that are constantly around and inside of you. Sense it. Feel the energy. Become aware. Sinking deeper and deeper into this energy, space. That's on all sides of you. Feel it. How far does this space go? Follow it. Follow space on all sides of you. Infinite space on all sides of you. How far does this infinite space go? Follow it. Take your attention to your heart. Take a deep inhale through your heart, through your throat, through your brain. Inhaling the aliveness, expansiveness of the space. Heart to the brain. Breathe in through your heart this infinite, expansive, abundant space, energy. Breathe it in, heart to the brain. Expansion, vast abundance. Breathe it in, heart to the brain. Infinite space on all sides of you. Breathe it in through your heart, the space, the energy. Heart to the brain. Infinite space, vastness on all sides of you. Sense it. Draw it in with your breath. Breathe in through your heart. This expansiveness, vastness, heart to the brain. Breathe it in. Drawing the space, the infinite expansion through the heart, using the breath to the brain. Feel it. The expansiveness, abundance, vastness, as you draw it in through your heart to the brain. Becoming more energy, less matter. Becoming the vastness, the space, the void, heart to the brain. Deep inhales through the heart. Breathe it in. The space, the vastness, expansion to the brain. Drawing the breath from the heart to the brain. Breathe in through your heart. Expansion. Vast energy. Infinite energy. Breathe it in through your heart to your brain. Feel it as you inhale through the heart to the brain. Feel expansion, aliveness, energy, infinite energy. Heart to the brain. Infinite space, energy, aliveness on all sides of you. Sense it. Draw that infinite expansion, energy, vastness, heart to the brain. Deep, long inhales from the heart to the brain. Draw it in, the infinite energy. It's all around you. Draw it in through your heart to your brain. heart to the brain. Draw it in. The energy, the space, expansiveness, infinite possibilities all around you. Draw it in. Heart to the brain. Deep inhales through the heart to the brain. Becoming more aware of the energy. Let yourself drift away. Surrender. Melt. Into this space that's all around you. Inhaling through the heart to the brain. This space, expansiveness, this infinite void. Heart to the brain. As you surrender deeper into the nothingness. Becoming no one, nowhere, no time. Becoming the space. Let go. Let go. As no one, nowhere, and no time. What was that intention for today's meditation? What was that intention for today's meditation? Bring that intention up. Find it in the void of space. Infinite possibility. Sense it. Sense its energy. Its frequency in the void of infinite space possibility. Find that frequency of your intention by feeling it in your heart. Deep inhale through your heart. Find that frequency. Freedom, love, bliss, healing, wholeness. Find it. Breathe it in through your heart. To your brain. Select it from the infinite possibilities in the field by drawing it in through your heart with the feeling. To feel it, draw it in through your heart. Feel it, breathe it in. Freedom, love, bliss, ecstasy. How does it feel, your intention? What does freedom feel like? love, bliss, ecstasy. Draw it in through your heart. Feel it, selecting the potential from the field by feeling it. You gotta feel it. Draw it in through your heart, heart to the brain. Let this energy wash over every cell of your body. Feel it in every cell of your body. Let it wash over you. As you inhale through your heart to the brain. What do you see? What does your new life look like? What was that clear intention? How do you sit? How do you walk? How do you breathe? How do you stand? Become this energy by inhaling the feeling through your heart, holding the intention, pineal gland, see it. See that intention and feel it as you inhale through your heart to the brain. What do you see? How do you smile? What do you hear? What do you smell? See it. Feel it. Become it. lose yourself in this energy, this frequency. Let go. Surrender to this energy. Let yourself drift away in this new energy. Take an even deeper inhale through your heart, your brain, using your imagination and your pineal gland. Using your imagination. Witness, watch as you move in this new energy, using your imagination. Move, visualize your future self now. Have received your intention. Pineal gland, watch. How do you move? How do you celebrate? What are you celebrating? What are you ecstatic about? Breathing it in through the heart, feeling it as you draw it in through your heart. Freedom, bliss, ecstasy, heart to the brain. Visualizing, watching this new version of you. How do you breathe? How do you talk? How are you celebrating? See it. Using your heart. Inhale through your heart the new version of you. Inhale the frequency. Heart to the brain. Feel it. Open your heart. Allow more love in. Breathe it in through your heart. Love to your brain. Freedom. Breathe it in. Heart to your brain. Freedom. See yourself free. Breathe it in. Heart to your brain. Love. Bliss. See yourself in love. See it. Feel it. Become it. Come it. Let yourself celebrate. Celebrate it. Allow it in. Let it get that good. Let it get that good. Feel it. it in. Freedom. Heart, brain. Freedom. How do you move? How do you stand? How do you walk? See it. Visualize it. Pineal gland. See it with your third eye. Witness it. Breathe it in through your heart. The heart's the portal. Feel it. Freedom. Without breaking your state, lay down. Without breaking your state, lay your body down. Breathing as your future self, feeling as your future self. Deep inhale through your heart. Breathe it in. This new energy. This new life. Because your energy is new. New life. Breathe it in through your heart. Gratitude. Feel it. Gratitude. What are you grateful you already have received? You already received it. It's done. Breathe that gratitude in through your heart. Breathe it in. Heart to the brain. Gratitude. Feel it as you inhale through your heart to your brain. Gratitude. Feel it in every cell of your body. Inhales through the heart to the brain, inhaling the frequency of gratitude. Deeper inhales through the heart to the brain. Gratitude. Feel it. Gratitude. Feel it as you inhale through your heart to the brain. What are you so grateful to have received today? Feel it. Gratitude for having received your intention. Already having received gratitude. Feel it. Keeping your attention on your heart. Take an even deeper inhale through your heart. Gratitude for already having received. For the ability to shift, to change our energy in any moment. Gratitude. For having received. Let yourself drift away in this new energy. This new life where something's different. Let yourself drift away. Into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Slowly bring your awareness back. Start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your hands, legs, feet. And bring yourself back to a new body. A new energy. A new reality where something is different. Stay in this energy. Don't break your state. So we're going to do some shares. If you'd like to share what you experienced, how you feel, whatever is on your heart, you can unmute yourself and share. And we're going to stay in this energy. So we're not going to break our states, not going to break our energy. We're going to stay in the energy. And if you find that you lose this energy, excuse yourself, do the breath work, do a quick meditation, come back to this energy. Hold the energy. So we'll do some shares. So if you'd like to share, you can unmute yourself.
It's me. This was so beautiful. I was in my backyard laying on the grass looking up at the clouds and the blue sky of my new house with my garden, and my son is playing the drums, and we have people back then, we're dancing around and laying around on the grass. It's like, oh, a phenomenal. I feel so different than when I first sat down. And my car parked in my garage. Beautiful. And it's just a whole new, not the limited way I was thinking or being before with my car and with my life. It just like it's opened up into this wonderful, I'm here, I'm in it now. I'm in my backyard, sitting on the grass, talking to you. I'm in my, oh, that's all. I'm just savoring it. Oh my God. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry, for sharing with us.
Hey, Andrea, it's Jill. Thank you so much. This was incredible. It was just so expansive. And all I can say is my heart just feels so incredibly full at this moment. I just feel like such a sense of just being completely whole and expanded. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill, for sharing with us. We'll do Joanne, and I think Eliza had her hand up. So we'll do Joanne and then Eliza. Unmute yourself, Joanne.
Yeah. Hi, I didn't even know I
Hi.
had my hand up, but that was incredible. The stages that we went through along the way, you know how you repeat things and sometimes you'll say move into the energy and you try and that minute you can't quite move in, but then you'll repeat it again a couple of seconds later and maybe that time you can move in, or maybe the next time you say it you can move in. That really helped me to embody the whole meditation, because on the pieces where I was struggling, I maybe not the first attempt at moving into the energy, but the second or the third time I could go into it. So I felt as though it was like a really successful meditation right the way through, because of those times where you just offer grace in space and allow like the recipient or the participant to move in when they can get into that space, not initially. Do you understand what I mean? Are you there? No, he's there.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Joanne.
All right.
That
Yeah,
makes
sorry.
sense.
I've
Thank
been
you.
messing around with my screen to try and do the chat, so I wasn't sure if I was getting through to you all. But thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I was, I think it was Terry. She said she was there, and the kids were playing, and I'm petting my horse, and I'm touching the wall of my stone home, and I was in it all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joanne, for sharing with us.
Thank you.
I'll share. Someone else is sharing.
We'll do Eliza, and then we will do whoever would like to share next.
Hi everyone. This experience is just so profound. It's just so profound. I just admire you so much, Andrea, for doing that and doing that with such a grace, you know? How can you sit for 3 hours? Like, it's just phenomenal how you can take a group through something that it's perceived as no way that I can do it, and you just take the whole group through it, which is just phenomenal. So huge, 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 huge thank you for doing that. Every single time I joined your long time meditation or the short one, I was going through a massive change. I physically something shifted, and there is another thing that is brought up big time to the surface for me to work on in meditation and go deeper, which is amazing, just absolutely amazing. Physically, something feels different. There was a moment where we were opening the hearts, and when you were guiding us to go through with energy from the heart to the brain, and it was just like a sphere fire of energy just came here. It wasn't from me. It wasn't coming from me. I know that for sure. It was coming from the group. It was coming from you. It was coming from the higher support we all receive here, whether we are aware of it or not. And that felt electric. That felt electric. I'm very happy I could join. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eliza, for sharing with us. We have 3 more minutes if anybody would like to share.
I'll share. And yeah, thank you. It was awesome. Really, I really, really enjoyed it and could feel it. And my intention was to kind of like, get in touch with more of who I am and increase my creativity. And like, I started seeing myself like I've been practicing just being more carefree and happy and letting myself be happy and not like, worrying something's bad is going to happen if I let myself be happy. And I noticed that was a pattern. And like, so in the meditation, I kept seeing like for my true self, I can like just see like this column of light. And I'm like, I don't know, like a light. But then I started seeing like more of like a shape of me, I guess, like me. But I was just such more of a carefree and like happy and more like having more worth in myself to set boundaries, like better setting boundaries. And that's where my creativity is. Like, I know that like when I was little, I was really expressive and creative, but then I got really, really, really super shy because just stuff happened. And I could just feel myself like getting back into that creativity and expression as a child, but I'm an adult now. So it was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Steph, for sharing with us. So we're going to do a meditation boot camp. I'm really excited about this. I've never done anything like this. So we're going to do a meditation boot camp. So we're going to start very, very soon. I'm going to announce all the details today after we're done with this meditation. But it's going to be a boot camp, meditation boot camp. Now, I'm not going to yell at you and scream at you, but I am going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to stretch you. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to break this down. So what you just went through is a formula. And if we get really good at this formula, just like hitting a golf ball or hitting a tennis ball, kicking a soccer ball, driving a car, the better we get at it, the better we are at creating change in our lives with energy. So we're going to break this down into steps, and I'm going to take you guys through a boot camp. So we're going to go through each step. We're going to break it down. We're going to master each step, step by step. So we're going to master the breath, the activating the pineal gland, moving energy from the lower 3 energy centers up into the heart, the brain, getting into theta, getting into a theta brainwave, gamma brainwave, altered state of consciousness so we can work in the subconscious mind, maintaining brain and heart coherence, so that you have a strong signal, holding an intention. So being able to hold it, see it, visualize it, smell it, taste it, feel it, without jumping in and out of it or losing your focus or getting knocked out of it. And the last piece here, holding the energy throughout your waking day, which is making your life the meditation. It's making your life the moving, walking, talking meditation. So meditation boot camp, I'm so excited about this. I've never done anything like it. And I want to really break this down and get into this and make it a boot camp. So there's going to be accountability. There will be accountability. We'll have a Google spreadsheet where I'll hold everybody accountable. You can tell me where you are, if you're showing up, if you're doing the meditations. We'll meet up at least once a week. And it's going to be 222. So it's going to be $222 for this 8-week meditation boot camp. 8-week meditation boot camp, 222. Awesome deal. Awesome deal. Pre-sale starts today. So the pre-sale starts today. So I'll launch everything today. I'll open it all up today. Love to have you. And that's about it. Yes. So that's it. So if you're interested, if you want to get in, I will only take a certain amount of people to keep the group at a doable size for me. So I'm going to keep the group at a certain size so that it's not overwhelming for me or anything like that. So if you want to get in first, message me and we'll get started. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the work to change your energy. And I'll see you guys next time.